Oh, I shouldn't do that. Okay. Hey, look at that. My stream is starting. My stream is starting. I gotta free up a few CPU cycles because apparently streaming takes a lot of cycles on this Mac. My goodness. My goodness. I'm using Wirecast and I'm trying it out, and I didn't buy it yet because I'm still trying it out. And so that's why if you're looking here, no, here, haha, here, there's gonna be a like a I can't even think what it's called. It's an overlay, right? There's gonna be an overlay of where it's displaying its I can't even think of the word. What the heck? What the heck? There it is. Okay, that thing. Whatever. That thing. Hello, Fluff Kitten. I have like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm preparing to go to Maker Faire, and I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going with Watermark. Thank you. Holy crap. I need more of that. I'm trying anyway. Okay, so I'm trying out this Wirecast because OBS doesn't work well on the Mac platform, and I'm running on a Mac Pro right here. And the Mac Pro itself, I love it, but for some reason OBS and Macs just don't get along. Maybe because it's an older Mac Pro. Maybe it's because it's older. Yeah, Fluff Kitten says OBS. No, I'm trying to get away from OBS because it doesn't work. But Wirecast is cool. And what's really interesting about Wirecast, I mean, it's paid software, so you have to buy a license. But what's really cool is I can use my iPhone as a secondary live camera when streaming. So if I'm streaming something, I could technically hand the camera or my phone off to somebody, or I could take my phone and I could go film stuff. So it actually acts as a live camera. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so tomorrow, Barnacles and I, along with Darth Beavis from the Nerdy Ninjas, and Zachariah, at Zachariah on Twitter, it's Jerry's friend and my friend Jason. We're going to drive down to Portland, Oregon to get ready for Maker Faire this weekend. And Friday should be fun because it's going to be me and Jerry and Jason all in his car. So we're thinking of doing a stream. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have my phone, so technically I could use it as a hotspot, but I'm thinking of doing a Periscope stream as we're driving down the highway. And what's cool about that is the Periscope app allows you to use a GoPro as your camera source. And so I can put the GoPro, the big wide-angled GoPro, I could put it anywhere in the car, and then I can have my phone and respond to people saying things. I don't know. It may work. Do you guys want to see some of the stuff I've been printing? I have a whole bunch of footage that I've shot from the various projects that I've printed. I have something coming up really, really cool that well, let's just say it involves Taco Bell and a catapult. Oh, hey, Daniel. Okay, well, okay. I will get to the other projects in just a moment. Let me go get the Open RCF1. Okay, I'm back. So,
This is a demonstration of
Daniel, of course, he made this awesome Open RC F1 car, and I've been printing the parts as I get the chance. I need to find the right bolts that fit, but this is part of it. That's part of it. And that's part of it right there. And they're going to fit just like that. And then there's... Here, this is cool. I think I showed you guys this when I was doing the review or that kind of first impressions of that filament, right? This is the base of the OpenRCF1 car. And it'll... Boy, I can't seem to get it. There we go. Yes, there it is. And then the idea is these parts will sit on top of it. Let's see. There's the front. Look at that. That actually turned out pretty good. And then that would attach just like so on the front, just like that. And then, oh, thank you, Daniel. See? Ditch this Wirecast watermark junk. Dude, I'm trying it out. Trying it out. Kilo-ohm. Nice. Look, this is just a test of Wirecast. And if you guys can hear me well, and if you can see me well, then I'm going to buy this software because I like the features that it has. So you're going to have to put up with the watermark for now, because if it works, I'm going to buy it and there will be no more watermark. I did try OBS, and OBS doesn't work well on the Mac platform. At least I can't get it to work well on any of my Mac platforms. Oh, you guys, you keep asking me questions. I'm trying to show you stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Todd, will you ever revisit the Lulzbot Taz 6? Yes, in fact, the Taz 6 that I got is finally getting shipped back to Lulzbot, and I'm in contact with Lulzbot, and once they get some stock back in place of their Lulzbot Taz 6, they're going to send me a brand new production unit for me to do the final revisit on. Buy it now. I don't know, can I buy it midstream? Let's see. You want me to try? I'm actually kind of excited. I don't know. I'm not going to do it now, because if it cuts it off, that's bad. Why do you not make live on Twitch? Just because. I haven't done it yet. Should I go to Twitch? I don't know. Is this content that should be on Twitch? I'm going to be honest. I've never used Twitch. I know a lot of people stream their games on Twitch. This isn't a game, but is that supposed to be? I don't know. Let's see. Wirecast looks and sounds great. That is awesome. Thank you for that feedback. How much is Wirecast? I think it's a few $100s. Here we go. So that piece would go there.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I gotta get this done showing you, and then I can... Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. There we go. It'll be like that. Daniel, what do you think so far? Is that looking good? I hope you like that. They're not troll. Oh, come on, Duplicat. They're not trolls. They're loving individuals with mothers and fathers and pets and sisters and brothers, and everybody has to eat their cornflakes, right?
Of Wirecast.
Okay. Car is done. Awesome. I hope you got to see it, Daniel. I tried to show you. Oh, here's something cool. This just finished. It's the sorting hat from Harry Potter, and I printed this on the original Prusa i3 Mark II 3D printer at 200 micron layer height. This is 0.2 millimeters layer height, and just look at the detail, especially in the eye sockets. It's the best 200 micron layer height print I think I've ever seen, which is just crazy. Man. Yeah, I know, right? If you take a giant RC car 3D printed and you don't steer right and you run it into the wall, you're bound to get pieces. But that's the interesting part about 3D printing your race car, because if you do that, then when it breaks, you can just 3D print replacement parts rather than going to the hobby store or ordering online and having to wait for them to show up. In fact, if you crash your car, you're going to get an idea of where the weak spots are. And once you know that, you can print ahead of time replacement parts. So if you're out and about racing your car and it crashes and it breaks, and there's a good chance it's going to break in the same spot as before. If it's a weak spot, then you've got a replacement. You can fix it in place and get back to racing your car. I think that part is awesome. Hey, ModPot! Hey, CJ! Gmax for the win. Yes. How am I writing Wirecast? I don't understand that question. You're going to have to help me out. Oh! Let's see. Where's my... here we go. I'm working on a Pokeball. Right? Working on a Pokeball. The middle filament is the yellow PLA from Raise 3D. And this is the Sand Scorpion from Orb Polymer. I printed this on the Raise 3D N2 Plus. I think you guys saw the massive print failure, so I actually have it. I just need to sand it and paint it, and then I'm going to give it to one of my kids because they really, really like it. It is a cool car, thank you. Sydney Makers Hub, hello, how are you? That Philbot asks if I have a Robo R2. No, I don't. I've got, let's see if I can do this, ready? Let me give you a little tour. I've got an R1 Plus right over there, and
This is a demonstration of
unfortunately it
Wirecast.
doesn't get a lot of love right now because it's kind of behind this giant stack of filaments that I have to keep stepping over. And if I go this way, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Oh, hey dude. There's the Ultimaker, and it's currently printing in the flexible filament. If you saw the video of my announcement of going down to the Portland Mini Maker Faire with Barnacles and Darth Beavis, and I showed you those maker coins that Angus made, I'm printing one at 300% scale, which is essentially the full build plate of the Ultimaker 2 Plus. And what's even better is it's flexible, so I'm going to have this giant flexible maker coin that I can throw at people. At least I'm hoping I can throw it at people. I think that would be a lot of fun. John wants me to print a functional rocket, and John, I cannot disagree with you there. Mofo Manners, seems like there's a big delay with the chat. There is, and that's not my fault. That's YouTube. YouTube takes a while to take the stream that I give it, munch it up, and then send it out to you, whereas your chats are real time. You know what I might be able to do? Oh boy, let's see. I'm going to see if I can do something here. This is going to be crazy. Cancel. Okay. Window.
This is a demonstration
Okay,
of
I'm going to get this.
Wirecast.
No. Google Chrome. Okay. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay. This is going to be funny. I hope it's funny. I hope it's really funny. Okay, ready?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Now you've got an idea. But I find that cool that I can do that with Wirecast. So that's good. But okay. The overlay, say that again. The overlay and the voice is annoying. Wait. Are you saying my voice is annoying? Because if you are, that's awesome. I've tried advanced PLA and it seems to work pretty well. Advanced PLA, usually you can anneal it in an oven and it makes it a little bit stronger. How do I find the diamond hot end? I don't find it at all. I find it interesting, and I think I agree with Tom in that multi-material 3D printing is going to be kind of one of those next big things. I thought 2016 I said was going to be the year of the big printer, and we seem to get that. So I think Tom's calling 2017 the year of the multi-material printing, and with the diamond and that Kickstarter that Angus went over and that secret project from Joseph Prusa, I don't know, man. I can't say Tom is wrong. I can't say he's wrong because I don't think he is wrong. Would I ever get a Fabricator Mini? I have a Fabricator Mini. I just have to take it out of the box. Have I tried using PEI on my 3D printers? Yes, I have. I have PEI on my Lulzbot Mini. There was PEI on the Lulzbot Taz 6. And Prusa put PEI on his i3 Mark II, and it works incredibly well. I really like PEI. I know the Cubicon Style, when I had it, had Garolite as a surface. And that's really interesting because when it heats up, it really holds on to things. And then as soon as it cools down, it just lets go. It literally lets go of whatever model's in the bed, and you just lift it off like nothing ever happened. Oh, there's Angus. Boy, there's a lot of people. Okay, I guess I got to scroll down here. Yeah, sorry, Billy. It does have a watermark, and this is a test. So I'm attempting to ascertain whether the audio is good and whether the video is good. And if you guys like it, I'm going to purchase a license for this software because I can stream to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook all with the same software. Joel is cheap. No, not cheap. I'm testing. You butt. That's awesome. What camera do I use for my time lapses? That's a good question. Right now, I've got the GoPro Hero 4, and I like it because you create time-lapse movies in camera, and it puts them together within an MOV container, whereas stuff like the GoPro Hero 3 actually does individual JPEG images, and then you have to put those together in post. I like both options, but the GoPro 4 makes it a lot easier. Austin, Joel, get open broadcast. No, I can't get OBS. OBS doesn't run well on the Mac platform, at least for me on my Mac platform. Wirecast runs like a champ, and I'm willing to pay the license if it works well. So far, the reception is it works well, and going forward, I like the feature set in Wirecast just a little bit better. The new material from Polymaker will make dual material printing the next big thing, no doubt. I saw that video, Angus, and that 702 stuff looked fantastic. I hope you get some of that. And I hope I get some of that, obviously. Hi, Joe. Let's see. It is working well. Okay, good. Thank you, Billy. Let's see. The middle line from the Pokeball is too wide. Ooh, aren't you? I don't think it is. So, it's got these pieces that are gonna go on it. Of course, I have to paint them. Everything is good. I think it's okay. I think I can still catch Pokemon with it. Once I get everything together and painted, I think it will look better. Once I get the red on top, the white on the bottom, and the black in the middle, I think that color scheme plays or works better with this sizing. I think seeing the sandstone and the yellow is playing with the visual proportions, I think. Yeah, sorry, Austin. Yeah, this is a Mac Pro right here, and then right here, I've got a MacBook Pro. Over there, there we go. I've got an HP Sprout, and I can do live streaming from there. The first video I did for Technically Nerdy, I did on that machine right over there. But it's way over there. And again, come back. It's way over there behind this giant pile of filament. So, no, I can't go over there. I'm sorry. Let's see. Will I be swinging by the Mini Maker Faire in Seattle? I really, really hope to. I tried to get them to invite me. Why not, right? And they said no. But it's going to be, I think it's at the Seattle Center, right? I'm going to do my best to swing by for a couple hours. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I think that so far, the only time I've ever been to Maker Faire, I've been invited by a company, and I haven't got to roam around on my own. So it'd be really interesting to go there and roam around on my own. Oh, have fun, Philbot. See you later. Okay. Let's see. I'm reading the comments. What do I think of the new iPhone 7? That's a good question. Right now, I run the iPhone 6 Plus. I don't have a 6S Plus. I didn't feel it was necessary. I like the idea of the iPhone 7 with the upgraded processor and the ability to process more and the better GPU for the games. But I don't think I need it. I don't really. Here's what's weird, right? Even a few years ago, I would have been like, "Give me the new phone, over!" But I don't do that anymore. This phone works. In fact, once I cracked the screen on this and I didn't get it repaired right away, I put some packing tape over it and I waited 3 weeks because I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's just weird. Let's see. As of now, what is the $300 3D printer kit that you would recommend? I want to get started in 3D printing. Well, Nathan, $300. Well, if you want a kit, the $300 stuff, I think that's the Tarantula, right? I'm not really up to date on a lot of the different kits. I know there's a lot of, I think there's some Delta kits. The Folger Tech FT5 is a kit. It's a little more. It's at $449, but it's a giant printer. I don't have one of those, and so I don't know the performance, but I've heard people like it. Let's see. Hi, Joel. Just a quick greeting before I call it a night. Well, hey, Jeff. I'll see you at work tomorrow. Everybody say bye to Jeff. Let's see.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, Zoom.us is also worth testing before purchasing. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that, Angus. Thank you. Right now, Wirecast's ability to give me my phone as a secondary live camera is really appealing, and so I'll take a look at Zoom. But Wirecast so far has been pretty cool. Does my wife get annoyed that my stuff has taken over the house? Yeah, she does. Absolutely. Before JoelCon, I had to clean up a lot of stuff, and that's why there's a giant pile of filament over there, because I had to clean up stuff. Austin, Mac is so much better than Windows. Depends on what you're doing. In my job, we have a product out for both platforms, and each one has its advantages. Windows obviously allows you to modify it more, beef up your GPU a bit more, but still on the same side, there are production houses that have just lines of Trashcan Mac Pros, and they're doing all of their motion graphics on that. So go figure. Do all of those printers generate noticeable heat or smells in the room? High five. High five. That's a good question. So in this room right here, I think it's 12 by 12. I've got a Lulzbot Mini, a G-Max 1.5 XT Plus. I've got the Robo R1 Plus. The Raise 3D N2 Plus is right there. And then right behind me is the Ultimaker 2 Plus. That's a lot of printers. Each one of these printers have a heated bed. And if you, let's see.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
This is one of those temperature things. So whatever the lowest floating thing is at least the temperature in the room. And it goes up to 80 degrees. This one is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's sunk all the way. So my guess is it's probably 82 in my room. Yeah, it's a little warm. It's a little warm. Right now, the Raise is running, and its heated bed is at 65 degrees centigrade, and the Ultimaker is at 70 degrees centigrade. So I'm essentially running a bunch of hot plates in this room. It does get a little bit warm. I can open the door window thing behind me to let out some air, but I'm not really worried about it right now. I'm not sweating, but my hair keeps falling on my face. What's up with that? Best kit right now, the original Prusa i3 Mark II. I cannot argue with that. Joel, you getting rid of it old if you don't want. Alistair, Joel, you are getting old if you don't want an iPhone. Oh, I didn't say I don't want it. I said I'm not going to get it. I think that's the difference. I think that's the difference right there. Let's see. Can you do annealing with any PLA filament? Yes, you can. The stuff that I've used is from Protopasta, and I haven't done the annealing, but you just stick it in the oven for a bit, and it supposedly changes the structure inside, and it becomes stronger. So that should be good. Have you had any aspirations of making your own 3D printer? With all of my knowledge and experience, not yet. So the big issue around that right now is that I have so very, very little time to do anything with my YouTube channel and with 3D printing. I can't do anything like this unless my wife and 3 kids are asleep for the night, because I need to spend and want to spend time with them after work. I have a full-time job, so I go to my job, and then I come home and I spend time with the kids, and I spend time with my wife, and then if the kids go to sleep, then my wife and I can watch a show or TV or something, and then she goes to sleep, and then I can do all my YouTube stuff. So right now it's 11 o'clock at night. I still have to pack for Maker Faire, and I just thought I would do this stream because I have some videos on deck that I want to film, but I just don't have that time, because if I go film a video, I'm going to be editing video at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I swear that's going to kill me, because this would be the 4th night in a row, and I'm tired. Let's see. How often do your prints fail? Often. I mean, not all the time, but prints do fail. In fact, the Ultimaker right there, because I'm printing in flexible filament, the first time I tried, it did fail, and I left the time-lapse camera going. And when you see that video, you're just going to have an idea of something fails, you just recover, and you get back to it. I mean, my first failures on the Raise 3D N2 Plus were pretty famous on my channel, obviously. So, yeah, prints just fail. They don't fail all the time, but every once in a while you get a failure. It's a mechanical device, and printing is still more magic and art than it is science, I think. Let's see. Have I ever considered building a filament spool rack on the walls? Yes, Duplicat, I have. In fact, that wall that's over there, well, here, let me turn this again. That's a door made into a desk. And the idea is to have printers on it, but it's really large, so I might move that into my garage studio. I might put some metal shelves in here, and then what I can do is put a big filament rack up top. Oh, I'm yawning. Okay. What's the thing that you have printed that impresses the most? You need to wow your friends that don't really get it. So, well, this is the Harry Potter Elder Wand. This was printed on the Zortrax M200, and when Bill from Punished Props came over, he showed me how to get it all sanded and prepped for painting and then weathering and stuff. And so far, that's really been the print that has impressed people. I mean, the sorting hat that I just did on the Prusa machine, that turned out good, but it didn't impress as much as the finished piece. Go figure. Let's see. I am going to trip over something, and I do it all the dang time. Just getting started printing wood and personal. Do you ever worry about fire risk leaving the printer unattended? I don't. Most machines have thermal runaway protection, and if something happens and it just continues to heat, the circuitry will sense that and shut it down. The Zortrax doesn't have that thermal runaway protection, so that kind of sucks, but I've left it running for 40 hours and it was fine. Our house is also equipped with a sprinkler system, so that helps too. Ignoring. I don't know. I didn't see her. Okay, Carl Calderon. He had a question about Raise 3D. Oh, Carl, you're gonna make me scroll. Oh, rude. Can't believe it. Let's see. I found your review of the Raise 3D Odd. You had so many issues with it, still not a bad review. How come? Well, that's interesting. That was an unboxing and a first impressions. The review for the Raise 3D is still months away because there are so many filaments to try and so many things to print. I can't get a printer and then I can't use it and then review it a week later. That's just, I can't do that. That's not fair to you, my audience, right? I'm not just going to print 4 things and then tell you it's an awesome printer. That's cheating you out of, I think, a fair review. And so the idea is I need to spend time with the printer and I need to
This is a
feel it
demonstration
out.
of
I need to use it.
Wirecast.
I need to print with a bunch of materials, and I need to print at different layer heights. I need to swap out the nozzles if I can. I need to do some long tests. I need to do small tests. I need to put it through its paces. And so with the Raise 3D, here's the interesting part. The problems that happened were mostly of my own making. The big problem where the print fell off the bed, that was because I was only running the bed at 40 degrees centigrade, and I hadn't learned the software well enough yet, and I didn't think to check it. So when I was running it at 40C and it was in my garage and it was drafty, it just didn't hold on to the part. The other problem was that from shipping, a few of the screws in certain parts got a little loose, and so I had to tighten those. And once those were tight, and once I started printing at like 50, 55C and the PLA stuck to the build tack, everything was just fine. And the Raise 3D N2 Plus has been printing it on those maker coins that I had. The ones on the Raise looked better than the Zortrax machine, and I think that's an accomplishment. I know that there was that massive print failure I had on the Raise machine, but the failure that it incurred was no different than any random failure that any other printer could have. It just so happened that the one piece got loose and the rest of the pieces were stuck to that build tack like crazy, and that's why it moved the bed around. I could probably get the bed stuck down to the heater plate just a little bit better, but I'm not that worried about it. And I'm telling you right now, the Raise 3D printer is doing a fantastic job printing, and I still need to throw a bunch more material in it, and I still need to print a whole bunch more models with it, but it's doing a really good job, and the initial failures aren't indicative to how this machine actually performs. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope that was good enough, because I'm trying. I'm so trying, dude. I'm trying. Man. Rob. Okay, Rob asked about the Raise 3D printer. Awesome.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Have I seen the FarmBot Genesis? Yes, I have. And essentially, it's just a CNC machine that has a bunch of tool heads on it, but they're farming tools. That's brilliant. Oh man, if I liked farming, I would totally build one, but I don't like farming. There it is. Any tips on using wood? Oh, hold on. God, I need more Red Bull. Any tips on using wood filament PLA on the Wanhao Duplicator i3? Wood is interesting. If you let it sit too long in the heater block, it can burn and it can solidify. It's not. You want to keep it flowing. I found that when I was using the wood filament and printed the Groot Red Bull koozie, I wasn't using any retraction. I was having problems with retraction for some reason. I don't print with a lot of wood filament, and when I did, I had the my Wombat kit, and it would clog like the dickens, and I did not enjoy that. So just heat it to PLA temperatures.